So as you know, the transmission went out in Big Sailor. Transmission went out a while back, but that's what happens with these 4L60E transmissions. I paid $1,500 for it, so I got most of my money back out of it in regards to being able to pick supplies and stuff up like that. I got it listed for $1,800. And people been going back and forth with it, wanting to come check it out. Nobody's really came and checked it out yet. One guy said he was coming, he didn't come. You know how it goes. So we're supposed to have a guy that's coming today. Matter of fact, he should be here in a few minutes, and we're gonna see if we can get a deal done. Obviously, I got a list for $1,800, but there's room for negotiation. We'll see how it goes. So we're gonna get our money back out of it. If not, we'll keep it. And then we'll put some money into it later on, put a transmission in it, and get some of the other stuff that we were talking about doing to it, fix it up, do a lift on it. We got it running right here. Running, let it heat up a little bit. So you can see that it runs, everything good to go, and we can get a deal done. So we're over at the property. Got a potential investor, and I have to narrate, maybe I can see me, I have to narrate for them because they are in another state and they can't come down here to see if they want to get it. So I got Jessica over here. She's the one that's connecting me with some of the people, and we're trying to get this deal done, so be beneficial to all parties. So I'm gonna record myself, or I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I gotta narrate this property for the investors. I think I'm gonna put the phone down, and then I'll get back with y'all.
Come on, rookie.
So, got a potential buyer for the vehicle that just pulled up. We're gonna see if they really wanna get it or they're just talking. I'll let you know how it goes.
This way, come on.
Pulled up down there. Let y'all roll with me for a little bit. Yep, we got the title, we got the paperwork. Let you know. All right, so we have sold the bourbon. I sold it to a lady, sweet lady. Her story is very, very, very unique. If I have an opportunity before it's all said and done, I'm gonna see if I can record it. Because right now I'm following her, and we're going to she's in somebody else's vehicle. So I gotta follow her so she can drop the vehicle off, or however she's gonna do it, and then she's gonna drive me back home. So I may get her on here to give her testimony. Like I said, it's a very, very interesting testimony, very interesting story. This is a woman that was in. So we'll see how it goes. If I don't, then I'll kind of like give y'all the breakdown a little bit later. But let me drive. I didn't get to record her testimony, but we did get the Suburban sold. So like I was telling you, this is a woman who was in. She had a very, we could say, very, very rough life, and that's her focus right now, is helping the the young girls, or just girls, women in general, that are caught up. She was telling me some stories about some young girls as young as 12, and how one of the girls they were trying to get to, this particular girl, she had drunk Drano, and she had died before they could rescue her out of that situation. And so she deals with that because she wants to help people and everything. And a lot of people ask her, how can she keep on going on with everything that happened to her and everything that she sees? Because a lot of people, they blame God. And she came to a realization that God gave us free will. He gave us free will. And when a person makes a choice, you may not know how that choice is going to affect somebody else. If he takes away the free will of one person, then he has to take away the free will of pretty much all of us. If we didn't have the choice, then people will be complaining about, oh, we don't have choice. But if you didn't really have a choice, would you be making the argument that you don't really have a choice? You see what I'm saying? So we make those arguments about it's God's fault because we have the choice and the ability to say that. If you didn't have that choice, if you didn't think that way, then it would be irrelevant because you wouldn't be able to even think that way. You would have no choice to even think that I don't have a choice. But you have the ability to think that I do have a choice. You have the ability to think these different things. So, you know, it's just crazy how people think. But like I told you, man, when I say her life was rough, most of her life she hated God, she hated Christ. With everything that she went through, like I'm talking about most of her life, and she's probably old enough to be my mama. Old enough to be my mama. And we would consider her what we call white. You would consider her what we call white, but she calls herself a half-breed because she said that she's half white, half Native American. Now we know about Native Americans, we know all that. We ain't finna get into all that. But her mother, I forgot who was raising her. She wasn't a very good woman. We're gonna put it like that. She wasn't a very good woman. And so she grew up thinking that God doesn't love you, God doesn't want anything to do with you. Don't look at people in the eye because you're gonna make them die and all type of crazy stuff. And she grew up thinking this stuff. That if she looked at people or she intermingled, you know, or just, you know, spoke to people on a regular basis as mankind, that she would curse them or something would happen to her and stuff like that. Man, it's a crazy world that we live in. Now, how much did I sell it for? Did I make a profit? Did I lose money? I'm in the business of making money, obviously. But everything ain't about making money. I want to say it one more time. I'm in the business of making money, but everything isn't about making money. One more time. I'm in the business of making money, but everything is not about making money. The lady sent me a message. She said, I have $850 for this vehicle. You know, she didn't go into a whole sob story, but I got $850, blase, blase. You think you can do anything? You know what I'm saying? Considering I have to get a transmission and whatever else it needs. Now let me remind you, I paid $1,500 for it. So I'm probably all in. We're gonna say 18. You know, I had to get insurance, get it registered, all that other stuff, and little stuff I did do to it. You can count gas, blase, blase. So we're gonna say 1,800, 1,900, however you wanna put it. Sold it to her for $850. Had it listed for $1,800. So did I lose over $1,000? If you look at it that way. That's what I just told you. Everything is not about making money, man. Yeah, we're in the business to make money, but sometimes you know when you're supposed to do something. When that lady sent me that message, I responded with, I went on her page real fast. I skimmed through it and it's like I already knew. For you, I told her $850 for you. Anybody else? Most of the people that were coming at me, no. But for you, $850. Now at this time, obviously, I didn't know her story. I didn't know her story. But when she came over there and she got to talking and stuff, and oh my God, I praise God for you. You don't know how much I needed this, and she was sincere about it. It wasn't no, I'm just saying this because I want to get the vehicle for this amount of money. No, she was sincere. This woman needed help. she was in a relationship that she shouldn't even be in. And that vehicle was her way of kind of like being able to get out and get where she needs to go, because it's a Suburban, so she can live in it. And that's what she said she's gonna do. She said that she was gonna be staying in it for a little while, living out the Suburban until she can make it back all the way to North Carolina. That's why I sold it to her for $850. Because the Holy Spirit was leading me to do that. I knew. Sell it to her for that price. I didn't think twice about it. I could have been like, yeah, no, I can't do it for no $850. Bring me 12. We can talk. Or bring me 15. And then we can do business. No. Like I just told you again, I say it one more time. Everything is not about making money. I'll make that money back at a later date. Making money it can be easy. It can be easy. What's the hard thing for a lot of people is doing the right thing when you know you need to do the right thing. Because I could have been like, well, shoot, you ain't got the rest of the money. You know what you got for me? You know, I could have been like that. You know, there are people like that. And she went on my page because she was looking to buy another vehicle. I ain't the sun in my eyes. She was looking to buy another vehicle, and the guy was trying to holler at her. And she wasn't with all that. She's trying to get a vehicle, whatever. And no telling what else he was trying to do. You know, you give me this, you give me that, then you know I give you a good deal. And now she in a worse situation, or who knows, man. You know, I'm just glad that I was in a position to be able to help this woman. See, that transmission broke down for a reason. The transmission broke down so I could end up selling the vehicle to this woman so she can get the help that she needed, so she can get where she needs to go and get out of the situation that she is in. That's why that transmission went down. That's why I was telling y'all, I've had those vehicles, that setup with the 5.3, the 6.0, with the 4L60E. I've had those. I know they go out. But I ain't never had one go out like this. I was going in reverse, pulling in my driveway, and the transmission goes out. Any other time, I'm driving the vehicle with no problems. No problems. I'm ready, you know, to hit the highway. You know, and then this transmission goes out, me pulling in the driveway. It didn't go out all the way, but you know, I couldn't go in reverse, and then, you know, it was, you had to let off the gas for it to shift or whatnot, because the pressure is messed up. There ain't no such thing as coincidences, man. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So, that's just how business goes. Y'all can't be so focused on trying to squeeze out every nickel and dime, man. Just do the right thing. Do the right thing and you'll be all right. I know I can make that money at a later date. I know, you know, the Lord gonna bless me at a later time. And guess what? I'm gonna take this $850. I'm finna go ahead and get a few groceries, make some meatballs from scratch to feed my family. And the rest of it is gonna be invested. So rather I get it on the back end somewhere else, I'm still gonna get it regardless, because the money is not gonna be wasted. So I'm not worried about that. You gotta know there's a time and a place for everything, y'all. There's a time and a place for everything. That's what I want y'all to understand. That's why, you know, I made this channel and switched it over to what it is. So I can, you know, speak these things the same way I speak it on my ministry page, but just more in a more so relaxed environment. I ain't gonna get on here and be preaching, you know, like I am on the other channel or whatnot, but I'm not gonna sit here and deny Christ. Not gonna happen. If you don't want to hear about Christ, then hey, shut the video down. If you don't hear about God, then shut the video down. It just, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But let me run to the grocery store, get these ingredients I need to make these meatballs. Y'all stay blessed.